Excuse me, Mr. Barman, I'll have 3 pints of whatever you would like to give us. Thank you. All right. Was that by any chance the finest composition of SpongeBob?
It's from SpongeBob.
It was nice,
I don't know. I can't remember
That's
what it's
from
called.
SpongeBob?
Yeah. It's played on a ukulele and goes... Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding. Just like mid-episode. Ding, 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 ding,
yeah,
ding.
I do remember that.
I
anything
can't remember
significant is
what...
happening.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Yes. My name's Tom.
My name's Dan.
And I completely abstain from social media because I think it's a blight on the mind, Joseph Benham.
Wow.
You're so alternative.
Do you think
Joe.
about these before we start?
Sometimes. that one just came
Could you not
to me.
tell by the startled look on his face? He had that rehearsed completely.
He's quite quick thinking, though. Anyway, how are we?
Not too bad.
Good.
Not too bad.
How are you? Welcome back, episode
13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
This is going to get really awkward when we're up to like triple digits.
It's a good thing you got 13 fingers on one hand.
I'm from Staley Bridge. I have 13 fingers. But no, also, it's unlucky for some. So what if something awfully horrific happens during this episode?
Such as?
The building internally combusts and swallows the universe within.
I think this episode will be the least of our concerns at that point.
That'd be a good one.
Cool. Well,
That'd be a good episode.
it was a very good episode. And I would like to start this episode once again with some news.
Go for it.
And my
Cheeky.
news comes all the way from Asia,
Okay.
India. Now, there is a fella called...
Which one is it, Tom?
India.
Okay.
In Asia.
In Asia.
Okay.
The continent.
Yes.
Now, there is a fella called Ziona Chana who is said to be the head of the world's largest family, and unfortunately, he has died in northeast India. Now, that's the sad news, but off the back of that, I did a little bit of Googling about this world's largest family, and I discovered that Ziona Chana, player, had 39 wives...
My God.
94 children and 33 grandchildren, which was a family of 167 people. And just the cherry on the top, they all lived in the same vast 100-plus room property in a place called Bak Twang in
That's a village at that
India.
point.
Yeah,
that's not a property. That's
an
a
army.
village. It's a complex.
Nor is it a family.
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
a barracks.
that's
An entire
town
army of
folk at
people.
that point.
Like, that's
That's pretty mental. That's actually mental. How on earth do you procreate
He's a busy
that many
man.
times?
very busy man.
That's
With a lot of
insane.
people to please.
Well, yeah.
He must have to work, like, permanently in order to just supply.
That's what the kids are for.
Yeah,
Exactly.
child labour.
Yeah, exactly. They supply for themselves or they die. He could have more children, but they're the ones that have died. I discovered this week parsley can be used to cure blindness to a degree. So linking back to the Stevie Wonder thing, how we obviously his retinas aren't connected, that's different. But people who've lost their vision, I shit you not, this blew my mind. Parsley can be used to cure blindness to a degree.
Do like rub it in.
Yeah.
So
You drink it.
They recommend a greater diet of parsley, and you go from being blind to parsley sighted.
Oh no! every week. Honestly, I genuinely, because we have the. I was today years old. I thought this was a genuine. We'll be having words after this. I'm
You suck at us.
once again annoyed that I didn't think of it.
Right, well, let me give you an actual bit of news to finish us off then,
Please
guys.
do.
I'll start the news off with a question. How many core oceans does the Earth have?
It's got 7.
No.
No, it has
It
four.
had 4.
But
And thanks to National
heard
Geographic,
this.
we now
Geographic.
have 5.
Oh, I thought we had 6 and they've upped
No.
it to 7. Why did I think we had 6?
because you're a thicko.
They've called it the Southern Ocean. It's the ocean that surrounds Antarctica, and it's now the world's 5th ocean.
I'd like to point out, basically every country in the world and every map in the world for the past, I don't know, decade, 2 decades, has recognised the Southern Ocean as the Southern Ocean. You can look at maps from ages ago and they'll say
How
Southern
long's
Ocean
ages?
on them.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Since prior to that
the
news.
So-
But there's loads of maps that recognise it.
It's just never been official.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
now it is.
It's
Why
official.
Now it is,
Why
guys.
did I think?
Now you will officially learn it in GCSE geography.
Why did I think?
Yes.
Why did I think there was 6 oceans?
Because you're a thicko.
You were thinking of continents,
Said this
big man. There's 7 continents
Seven
in the world.
continents.
Of course.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
you?
just thought there were
Yeah.
bodies of water.
Joseph Ben, did you know that there was 7 continents?
Yes.
Police officer coming back out again.
Yeah, honestly.
How many?
He'll pick up
How
one-
many continents are there?
He'll pick up one of the spotlights in a minute and he'll be holding it right.
Okay, well then, rapidly moving on.
There we go.
I would like to once again bring up my favourite of all of the
Segments.
segments that we cover, and it is, of course, I was today years old when. And this one, I can guarantee you, all of you, was I was today years old when you learnt this. And I'm going to start it
Now.
now. Did you know we know what the centre of the galaxy smells like?
Yeah, you break it open. It's like a chocolatey sort of.
The unit. This is my nod to space.
The universe or the centre of the galaxy as in the galaxy
The
is
centre of our galaxy, the Milky Way.
the Milky Way.
Not the chocolate bar. Shut up.
Okay.
Did you know that we know that?
Isn't
What does it smell like?
super quick?
Guess.
Super quickly. Sorry, isn't the Milky Way our solar system? It's not our galaxy.
I thought it was the galaxy.
I swear
I thought the
it's-
solar system is the galaxy. I thought there
No.
was.
The solar
no,
system
it's
is what
sol-
goes around the sun. The Milky Way is our galaxy.
Definitely.
Yeah, that he is. Yeah, Tom's right with that one.
I
Mate.
am right. Always right.
I'm just having a moment. My brain's rotted today. You know.
Okay, so what do you think it smells
Absolutely fuck all. 'cause there's a
I'm
black
gonna
hole there.
guess burnt toast.
like? Oh, you're having a stroke.
You having a stroke?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, the centre of our galaxy actually smells like rum and raspberries.
How do we know this?
So, using the IRAM 30-meter telescope, it's a radio telescope for astronomical observations, it uses the millimeter range of wavelengths. And what they have established is that the center of the galaxy, or more specifically, Sagittarius B2, which is a vast dust cloud at the center of our galaxy, is ethyl formate. Okay, that's the gas.
Yeah, that's what's
and
made.
ethyl formate is the same gas that gives rum its smell and raspberries their taste. Hence the center of the universe, center of our galaxy.
It
So it
only
smells
smells like
like rum
rum
and
and
tastes
tastes like
like
raspberries.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jinx, rum, and coke.
Nice,
It's
bravo.
literally so
you walked
easy.
right into that
I
one.
did.
That's crazy. At the center, well, that can't be the direct center of the galaxy because the galaxy is at the center of the galaxy is a black hole.
So Sagittarius B2, this vast dust cloud, it's relatively central.
that's-
It is,
is that
and
beautiful?
the IRAM 30-meter telescope is always poised and focused on that dust cloud, taking wavelengths and measures and readings. And I don't understand that science of how they can, through something visual and radio waves sent, they can receive what kind of gas it is, whether it comes back a different wavelength because it's gone through a type of gas. I don't know, but it's located on top of a mountain in the Sierra Nevada in Spain, and it must be very clever because it's 30 meters. That's a big telescope.
That is quite a big
That's
telescope.
massive.
Very big telescope. So
That's-
they obviously know what they're doing.
That's like
Why would you build a 30-meter telescope if it didn't do anything?
That's like 10 feet. That's crazy.
The issue is they could tell us that, and we would know
Wait,
way
that's-
of going.
yeah, exactly.
We would
That's
know
not
way
10
of
feet.
have a way of
We
going.
just have to take
That's
this
not
for
10
given.
feet. I've done that the wrong way around, haven't I? It's 90 feet. Holy
90
shit,
feet.
that's massive. Oh my god.
Big dish.
Joe's
Very
like
big
30
dish.
meters. Nah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I could jump that far.
Yeah, sure.
Give me a run up. I could jump that far.
so I was in Lincoln at the weekend.
Oh,
and
how was Lincoln?
It was lovely. Weather was quite nice. Food was even better.
Lovely.
And
Come
I
on,
was
visit Lincoln.
I was a passenger.
Is it always nice weather?
No. No.
Is it always nice food?
It depends what you eat.
Not bothering them.
I don't want
Too
to
much.
go.
Quite a large.
Too wishy-washy, that.
Too much ambiguity.
It's
there.
too many
quite a large
variables.
student city, so
Okay.
there's loads of places to eat and drink. So it's good.
There's
for
loads
selection.
of place to get burger and chips in a basket or on a board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Anyway, proceed with the story.
But I was a passenger for the first time in a long time. I tend to end up driving everywhere, so I had a chance to look around more. And
Do you not do that when you're
observe.
driving anyway?
No, mate.
That's
I just
what I
look in
do.
a
He just
straight
looks
line.
forward
Yeah.
and doesn't look anywhere else.
And we drove past a coffee shop, Cafe Nero. I don't know if you've ever been.
Do you know what they
in
look
one,
like
but
now?
they're
Now
dotted
you've had a
about
chance
everywhere.
to look around.
I do. They're lovely in blue.
Blue, yeah.
And I noticed something on the Cafe Nero sign that I have never noticed ever.
Is it the 2 Fs?
There is 2 Fs
Yeah.
in Cafe
2
Nero.
Fs in cafe.
Oh, of course there is.
There is only normally cafe is 1 F, but in Cafe Nero there's two because it's Italian, not French. And Nero is black in Italian, so it translates to coffee black.
Coffee black. Welcome to Cafe Nero. Would you like a frothy coffee? Is that what goes on?
But yeah, I'd never noticed before. So the next time you go to a Cafe Nero, have a look. And
Cafe Nero.
It's like the Mandela effect.
Well,
it is. Yeah.
Have you done anything interesting with your week then? Because obviously Dan's done something interesting with his.
I haven't done an awful lot interesting with my week.
Have you not?
Not an incredible amount. I'm going to be honest.
I guess we can all move on.
I did. For hobby purposes, I did go to the binocular store, and I tell you what, they saw me coming.
Oh no, Tom. That was sharp.
How about you, Joe? What have you done?
So I did a breakout room. I did one last week. Tom knows this because I walked past his flat and went, "Hi, Tom."
He walked past, and I in return from my window went, "Hi, Joe."
Yeah,
and that was it. That was the only exchange.
Beautiful moment. Yeah. On top of the breakout
That was only
room,
yesterday, actually.
On top of the breakout room, I went. So one of my friends has been listening to the podcast.
Hello, shout out, friend.
Shout out, friend.
His friend remaining nameless.
Shall remain nameless. Yeah.
Why?
But they've been. What's it got to do with you? Why
So,
else?
yeah.
Are you a cop?
Who are
Why
you?
are you asking questions?
Hey, back off.
Because I want to say hi.
Anyway, so hello, friend. Anyway, so they listened to the segment about the bees.
Yes.
They really liked it
Birds and
and
the bees.
decided for some wacky, crazy reason they wanted to start beekeeping.
Oh, okay.
I think that's weird.
You can do it on top of Manchester Cathedral.
It's meant. No, they were purchasing
Oh, doing the full
bees. They were buying bees to beekeep at home.
Well, in the house.
No, in the
You walk,
These are my house bees.
You walk into the room, you're like, this is so much more than I anticipated it to be.
But yeah, they were buying
Wow.
some bees. Yeah, it's crazy to me. And
Did they buy a queen bee?
I don't know.
thought
I was
you
just sort
have
of
to.
present, and I was like, I hate this place. I don't want to be
Yeah.
here. But they were like, I think, how many did they get? They asked for 12, and the person behind the counter gave them 13.
Oh,
And
episode 13.
And they said, but I asked for 12, and they went, yeah, that's a freebie.
Oh, no, again! God, I'm getting annoyed now.
That's why the friend's nameless.
Yeah, I'm actually getting annoyed. I thought that was a thing. Why did you suck me into these every time? Every time.
So.
Oh, right. Well, I'm going to move on
that's
because
two for one now.
I can't
spare you from one next week.
I'm not. I quit. I'm not coming on this next week. I would like to move us on to, is it just me that wonders? And yes, as always, it probably is just me that wonders. But I've got a quick one for you here.
I wasn't going to say that, Tom. I don't
And
think
it's
you're the only
what
one.
happens if you get scared half to death?
Twice.
Yeah.
You die.
Do you, though?
No, because
Thank you for tuning into A Few Scoops podcast. That's the end of the episode.
the second time round, and I know this is hypothetical, but I'm
You're
applying some
half of
actual
half.
logic. Yeah, so you actually have only died 3/4
Why?
because the second half
You're only getting
you're
scared half
only
of
it's
the half.
scared
half of what you've got left.
It's like the whole, just
because you've only
kills
got half
99.9% of germs,
Yeah.
spray it twice, but that only kills 99.9 of the 0.1 that was left.
So
that's
actually,
it,
you would
never
never
gets
die.
over.
It'd just continue an infinite amount of times, and the amount.
So you're telling me,
alive is
if
smaller
I
and
get
smaller.
scared half to death for the rest of my life, I will never die.
No,
Perfect.
No.
I know that's unfortunate.
You will, but just one day you won't know that you are.
Maybe I'll get scared fully to death.
You are a 1/1,000,000th of a lifetime away,
Yeah.
and then suddenly, oh no, because if it's always halving.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
If it's always halving, it will never
just
it will
infinite.
never reach zero.
no.
It will just be no.
Exactly.
No. 0.1 life.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of
And then
not,
half of that will be no. Point.
you sound like that sounds like
0.5
that sounds like when I'm
life.
starting my car. No. It's going no, don't do it.
So, guys, if you've got any deep, meaningful questions you need to have answers to, well, just send them in because we cracked that one.
Well,
in a matter of seconds.
I've got a can of worms to open that I'm just going to let aerate.
Okay.
0 is equal to 1. That's the whole thing.
Right.
In what way?
I actually cannot explain this without
So
a
then we will
blackboard
move.
to write
We
it out.
will move on.
So I've got another. Is it just me that wonders for you guys?
Have you?
And it comes courtesy of Brainiac, the TV show.
Shout out Brainiac.
Shout out Brainiac.
But it has made me
Does
wonder.
it float or does it sink?
Yeah, it's made me wonder.
Both.
Why
Depends
do
on what-
shower gels come in multiple different colours, but the foam is always white.
It's the colour of the
Oh,
bottle.
of course
isn't
it is.
No.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
the liquid
Because
comes
when
out.
you
The liquid
squirt
can be
it-
a different
you
colour.
squirt it into your hand. I mean, generally, I mean, for myself, men's shower gel. It's blue. It's green.
Yeah.
It's lots of neon colours. Sometimes yellow if you're going for a nice
But
zesty
the
little
foam,
number.
the foam's not affected by the colour of the gel, right? Surely,
No.
surely that's.
But
not
why?
fair.
Once you when you lather it,
Yeah, once you lather it,
it's always white. Is it ever no? Well, so does it ever have a tint of colour? It doesn't, does it? It
No.
never has a tint of colour. What? Why is that?
There's got to be a
See,
problem.
Is that because that's the air? That's the air in it. The air creating bubbles, and bubbles are clear, and I don't know.
It's baffling, that one, isn't it? I'll leave that one.
No,
there.
actually, there'll be a reason.
This is the first time.
chemistry?
Yeah, science. I think this is the first time someone has brought in. Is it just me that wonders to the table, and none of us have had absolutely any idea of how it actually happens or how it works.
You're very welcome.
Can I a firm handshake?
Well, I
welcome.
gave up on science like the moment I left high school.
If you
so.
have an answer, listener, please shed some
Share
light
it.
on it, because I haven't a clue how every single colour of shower gel is always white foam.
I don't know. It's going to be something to do with chemistry.
Science.
Well, thanks for that, Joe.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thanks for the clarification.
No problem for the insight,
Now,
guys.
may I
Don't
move
rush
us
to applaud.
on- May I move us on to the next segment with your permission?
Certainly.
No.
I've got
66% of the room said
No,
he's fine with it. So.
He can't vote for himself.
so we've only got 33. Okay, we'll just
One from the back.
We'll
so.
just sit here silently until we get.
Yep. We should all.
Well, he said yes. He said yes. Okay. Now,
Wow.
a brand spanking segment that, of course, if you have listened, you have seen episode 1 and episode 2 of this segment. It is, of course, Bad Bar Snacks.
It's
And
certainly
Episode
is.
1 and 2 of this segment was episode 11 and 12 of the podcast, and they've got a 1 and a 2. in
It
them.
was, exactly. I did that on purpose.
Oh, very clever.
And I believe that the snack gods are about to bear Daniel Benham with a bar snack. There it is.
Now, guys,
What have we
I do
got?
apologise. There is no foreign writing on the initial.
Oh, what's the point?
However, they are Caribbean style. So,
Oh.
Is it
Wait, hang on a minute. Are
Caribbean?
these legal?
Caribbean or Caribbean?
who knows? Caribbean, we're in the UK.
Because I.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they are Caribbean style chocolate sticks, pineapple and coconut flavour.
Oh.
The picture looks dire.
Let's have a look. Oh, it
Doesn't look great.
it looks what you would imagine a chocolatey food goods looks like after it's been held in a warm palm and squished for
Oh, no.
a short moment.
Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today is our unboxing.
Yeah,
Oh wow, that
cool.
was a really successful
They don't say
unboxing.
well.
That's the money shot, my guy. That's the money
it
shot.
is.
Money shot. Do they come in a little
I-
plastic tray?
Is there actually?
Oh, look at them! Oh, they're like Mr. Kipling's.
Let me have a-
They were. I thought they were bigger.
I hope they'd
I'll be
be
honest.
bigger. Okay. Pass
it
them
round
round
the room.
Pass them round.
Oh, it's only a pineapple flavored liquid filling. I'm fine then.
You can have them because you're
Yeah.
allergic to pineapple.
Yeah, that's fine.
It smells like dark chocolate.
It does smell like dark chocolate.
Oh, did not expect that's liquid inside.
No.
Oh god!
Do you know what?
Why is it wet?
Do you know what?
That's not nice.
No, you do not like that.
If that's what pineapple tastes like, I'm glad I'm allergic to it. Because that
It's-
is disgusting.
Oh, hang on. The aftertaste is lovely. That's chocolate.
That's not
It's-
nice.
Do you know what that is? That is the sweet version of what I expect biting into a big yellow mealworm that they do on I'm a Celeb. And they bite into it and all the guns
I can promise you,
spurts out.
mealworms taste better than that.
gonna do it.
As someone who's at them, and Dan's at them as well, they
tastes
taste better
like-
than that.
It tastes like it's just filled with coconut rum.
They taste alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not nice whatsoever.
That's like having some lovely sweet chocolate.
Get them off the table.
That's like having some
Runner.
lovely sweet chocolate and suddenly being punched in the face.
Not a fan.
That is horrible. But yeah,
Once
I
again.
can promise you,
There are far too many in that
no
box.
one's
and they
no,
won't-
one- no one's eating that
I'm
many.
sorry, Caribbean Pineapple and coconut sticks. It's a no from
I'm not being
us.
funny. No one's
Another
eating all
bad
them.
bar snack, guys.
But-
3 for
Bad bar
3,
snack.
I
baby.
would like to clarify, mealworms taste better than that. Like they genuinely taste better.
Yeah,
than
mealworms
that.
are better.
Mealworms,
I can't say
because
fine.
mealworms are quite plain.
What are they?
Yeah,
What, like? Yeah.
You're thinking of a witchetty grub.
That's what I was trying to think of.
mealworms
Yeah.
are the tiny little
No,
bastards.
yeah, I meant a witchetty grub, like a big, thick one.
Yeah. No, they're not.
No, sorry, Caribbean sticks. If this was...
There's 32 left.
Can you return open food
They're,
to a
they're really
supermarket?
overconfident on how much people are going to like those. Either that or no one's liked them, so they've just started cramming them
Yeah,
all
they
into
just thought,
boxes
the
to get rid of
We've
them.
made this many, we're going to have to sell them.
The problem is once you've like bought them,
Yeah, you
started
commit
eating
to a box.
Yeah, you eat one, you go, God, these are awful. You take them back to the supermarket. Sainsbury's go, yeah, on your bite, mate. I don't care that you don't
You get
like
the
them, not
crunch
my
of it,
problem.
and it lures you into a false sense of security. And then as soon as you get the crunch, the liquid pours, and
then
it's
it-
just
After that awfully bad bar snack, I hope we can move on
Beautiful segue,
and
Thomas.
not find ourselves too traumatized.
Beautiful segue.
And I would like to enter us into a segment section that we have not covered in a few weeks. And it is, of course, let's hear it for the girls.
Woo!
There we go. Joe looks enthralled. So it is a simple question, and I would like your opinion, gents. It is, do you prefer a girl to pay for things for you, like holidays, meals out, etc., or do you find it intimidating,
Do you know what?
especially on a first date?
I've got a great ability to respond to this today because earlier today I did a love language test.
Oh,
so it's
what's that?
There's 5 love languages, and it's basically the way you like most reciprocate to love in relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the 5 love languages, there's quality time,
Mm-hmm.
so time you spend with the partner, physical touch, so
Oh.
receiving gifts,
Yeah.
acts of service, and words of affirmation.
Okay.
So this, I mean, the test is like, it's just one of them where, some website's done it.
Yeah.
But I did it because
It's just made up.
Someone told me to take
Like
it. Yeah.
horoscopes.
So I did it, and I don't think love languages are made up.
Mm-hmm.
I think love languages are very real things. Like I will like see like a really cool rock, and I'll be like, I want to give that to someone I care about.
Yeah,
because,
that makes
like,
sense.
Because
I was told my love language was French, but I can't speak French, so let the funky music do
they're
the
talking.
talking.
Yeah, so girls allowed.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Not in your bedroom. Anyway, so
Go straight in there with a dig round 2.
anyway, so so I did my love language test today. So I got my love languages are 30% quality time, 10% physical touch.
Get away from me.
Ideally, that would be less than 10%. 10% receiving gifts, because I really don't care about gifts. Anyone that knows me knows I couldn't give a shit about cards and stuff like that as well. 23,
Just give him a firm handshake on his birthday and he's
exactly.
happy as Larry. Happy birthday, mate.
23% acts of service, and 27% words of affirmation. I thought that'd be higher. Because like when people say nice things,
You
I'm always like,
respond well to that, yeah.
that makes me feel warm. But yeah, I really like what?
You.
Why's my love language
That
funny?
just made me.
So
me,
what?
made you feel warm.
In answer to my question,
So
then,
like I personally don't care who
If someone
pays.
pays
I'd
for a
rather
holiday
it be
meal.
equal. The way I used to operate with was with a scalpel and anaesthetics. No, but the way I used to operate in a previous relationship was that it was essentially whoever asked the other person on a date would either fleece the whole bill or pay for the majority of it.
that's fair. Okay, because you are inviting someone to something that they, if you're going to boil it down to that, financially didn't take that into account.
Yeah, exactly. And
okay,
and like, for
that's
example,
fair. That's fair.
like in my past relationship, it'd be a case of I'd say, well, okay, if we're going bowling and you suggest we're getting food, you can pay for the food and I'll pay for the bowling.
It's even.
It always ended up with
No,
me
do you
paying
think-
for it all, but that's not the point.
Wow. Do you think that boils down to why kind of traditionally and a lot of people don't agree with this, but the gentlemanly thing to do is for the guy to pay, and I think that might stem from traditionally it was always the guy that asked a woman on a date.
Yeah, I think you're probably not wrong, and I think there's a few factors
and of course,
to
and
take
it's
into
outdated,
account.
of course.
Because so an example I'd give is if I don't know if you've ever watched the TV show First Dates, but
Of course, I have.
Yeah, and
Absolutely, 100%. Watched every episode of First Dates.
just for the waitress.
Is that how
It's
you're
the
so smooth?
First Dates podcast.
Is that how you're so smooth with the ladies, Thomas?
Yeah, that's exactly why it
And
is.
everything from first dates.
Honestly,
The dates that always got me annoyed were if at the end of the meal the guy suggested splitting it. Now there's been times where the guy is very clearly not financially well off,
I do remember.
and the girl sees their ass about it, and then says afterwards in the little VTs they do about how he didn't even offer to pay. And now that annoys me.
I didn't like that you wanted to split the bill.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah.
That annoys me because there's an expectation there now. Me and Jess, when we go out on dates, I'll pay sometimes, Jess will pay sometimes, we'll split it. Or,
Yeah.
How often?
you know, we don't like...
Is it 50-50 split?
Well,
How-
this is what
how
I was
often
going to
do you
say.
pay?
So
See, that's
we
just
don't
it.
keep a record
Yeah.
of
Likewise.
who owes who
Likewise.
or who spent what, because neither of us are that bothered. We just... We don't mind getting each other things.
There's never, like a calculation of, I spent this much money, and so that means you're spending, like me and Katie, we'll go out for a meal and I'll get it, and I just know that next time she'll get it, or, like going to the pub or picking up a crate of beers from the shop for a night in, or whatever it is, like, it's always just roughly.
It's when there's an expectation there that I don't like.
Yeah, and I love that. I love the fact that we can just happily be confident enough in this modern day society and not feel like we're tied to any kind of all outdated rules and kind of and kind of traditions.
Now, don't get me
That
wrong.
we can just go out and there's no concern of who pays for what, because what goes around comes around, and that it's going to come round to your turn. And
when me and Jess went on our first date, I paid and I offered. What I didn't like, what I don't like, is when people then think that's a really misogynistic thing to do. It's like, well, no, I'm just polite in that way.
If on your first date, Jess insisted, no, I'm paying. I'm absolutely paying.
I would
You'd
prefer...
never see him put his card away faster.
I would prefer to pay.
Yeah.
But if she was insisting on buying
Why-
a round of
why
drinks,
would you
whatever,
prefer
then-
to pay?
Because that's just me as a person, but that's the same if I went out with friends as well. Like,
Yeah,
I
I see
don't
that.
mind, like...
See, I don't like borrowing money from friends and generally family. Like, anytime I have to ask to borrow money, I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
And like, so I'll go out and I'll pay for
I'll
things.
remember that.
I'll pay for things like if the thing is, if I ask people to borrow money, like, I'm genuinely truly
You're
desperate
desperate,
for it.
yeah.
Because I will run myself right down.
But it's not a borrowing if someone has offered. A female date has said, no, I'm paying for this.
No, like, for example, like if someone when I went to Frankie and Benny's the other night, and
Shout out Frankie and
yeah,
Benny's.
shout out Frankie and
Jinx,
Benny's.
show me a Coke.
Jinx, show me a Coke.
Jinx, show me a Coke. Jinx, show me a Coke. Ah! Jinx, show me a Coke. I got the
Oh,
last
he
one.
got you. There we go.
So how many does he owe me?
Only
Well,
one.
they
'cause
all
you kept-
cancelled
each
other
the
out.
same one.
It's Bidmas. Anyway, so like when I went to Frankie and Benny's the other day, I didn't do this on purpose, but you know that whole thing of, oh, the bill's coming. Oh, I need the toilet. And I said, as I was getting up, I was like, yeah, I need the loo.
He's cheeky, isn't he?
No, I said, as I was getting up, I said,
honestly.
as I was getting up, I said, get the bill, and then once I'm back, we'll split it. And then I came back and I was like, oh, did you get the bill? And they went, oh, pay for it. I was like, what?
You're like,
I was like, that wasn't the agreement.
We never
because,
arranged
But
this.
Joe, I saw you running to your car. I thought you were leaving. I had to pay. It was getting awkward.
But even though I know that's not technically borrowing money because they've paid for it, it's like my chest still sank, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I've borrowed money.
Yeah.
Even though I know I haven't, I still feel rubbish when
you
like
feel,
this
you
is
feel,
happening.
you feel cheeky. You feel like the way I've been raised, and probably it's probably a generational thing, but it tends to be whether there's anything figured out in the background. It's normally my dad, my granddad, the male generations who sneak off to pay the bill behind backs and pull the wallets out and the bill comes. And I think that is a generational thing. So I think that's imprinted on us because we've seen that. But if someone offered to pay the bill for me, and I actually specifically remember this, on a first date with Katie, we had some wonderful drinks, and I paid for them simply so that I could say, well, you can pay for them at the next place. Just so that we could go somewhere else. And look at us now.
And just so that you could go somewhere much more expensive.
No, but like it works itself out,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Of course it does.
And I think speaking of bills, that was the perfect time for a last orders bell.
Speaking of bills, I heard a bell.
And I'm going to go to the toilet whilst you wrap this up because I forgot my wallet. I'm sorry.
Oh, crusted. Well, it's a good thing that they always charge at the
Contactless now.
Oh,
mate.
my phone's died.
They'll
My
take
phone's
Apple Pay.
died.
And
Sorry.
it's a good thing that I started a tab at the bar, isn't it? Under the name Tom Mills, and gave them your entire address, your email, and your phone number.
Copy your credit score.
Yeah.
It's a very good credit score.
And the 16 long-digit number of your card.
Do you know that?
The expiry date. Oh, to add your wallet. That you you think you forgot it. It's actually just in my pocket.
And on that note, I'm going to elope. Thank you very much for listening to episode 13. We enjoyed it. We hope you did too. And subscribe, like, comment, share.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Shout
Hit
out.
the like button.
Just do whatever you want to do. We'd like honest. If you want to listen to it, listen. If you don't want to listen to it, we will find you.
Shout us out on your social medias. Put it on your stories. And we'll try and
Sorry,
post them
guys,
back
I
and
can't
react
do
to as
that.
many as we can.
I
It
can't do that.
means the world.
It
Thank
does.
you. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.